Hello everybody there in the classic car world. Right here you're looking at a 1977 Ford F-150 Ranger. I bought it yesterday. It just fit into my car trailer right there. Pretty tight. But we got her in there. Okay, had to set the mirrors in a little bit. Had to pull them back out. Okay, it's got some strange looking hubcaps on it. It says Ford Motor Company, but I don't know if they're off of a pick-em-up truck or not. I don't think they are. It's got a classic topper on it. These are lightweight ones, the sporty ones, made out of aluminum. They probably weigh 30 or 40 pounds. Compared to them fiberglass ones, they weigh about 2 tons. But they're pretty cool. They get the job done. Inside here, I got this from a guy for about 150 miles away from here, so I didn't have to drive too far. I seen the sticker on here on the dash. Oh, maybe see where to go. It says important safety precautions. Something about make sure the gear selector is in park, blah, blah, blah. And I said to the guy that I bought it from, I said, you know anything about this sticker? He says, yeah, that was on there when the truck was brand new. Oh, well, nobody ever took it off. Okay, well, that's cool. We got a radio in here. It's aftermarket. I don't know if it works or not. Let's put the key into her and see here quick. Give her a little power juice. Click her on. Nope, we already got a fuse out. Oh, well, here the fan works. Defrost, auxiliary and main tank up here. Oh. Wiper works. Headliner's gone out of her. Somebody had a CB antenna up there they put right through the center of the roof. That's going to need a little bit of attention. Not really too important. There's a little bit of insulation up here. I don't know if that's from a mouse or what that is. Good old Ford insignia on the steering wheel. Horn work? I don't think so. One more of them things we got to look at. Dash says Ranger on it. Not the XLT. I think I'm not sure if they had XLT. I know they had the 74 they did. Roof trim we got laying down there on the floor. Seat don't look too bad. Speedometer says like 12,369 miles on it, but I think you could probably add at least 100 to that. I was looking at the title. I asked the guy I bought it from. I was just kind of curious on when the last time it was transferred over. So I looked up the date up there, and the last time it was transferred was November 77. And I said, could this be the original title, being a 1977 truck? Well, probably is. Probably is. Another thing I thought was a little bit cool and rare about this truck, it's got this ginormous radiator, just humongous. And it's got the valve covers. I believe there's seven bolt valve covers on it. So what I'm told, I haven't checked any actual numbers out, but he says it's let's see this. There's a sticker on here. What does this say? If I can read anything. Engine displacement, 460 cubic inches. But I kind of thought it was a little bit rare for a half-ton two-wheel drive pickup truck. But by the looks of it, before I even check the numbers and go digging into this thing, it sure looks like it matches the truck, like it was the original truck. The radiator looks like it was out of like a small semi-truck. It's just, I got big hands, but it's probably about 4.5 inches wide across here. Got a little bit of the typical rust back here. The lip is gone because of these. This is a 77, but the body style before this, I like this truck because it's blue. This shade of blue is actually, I think it's kind of rare. You don't see it. It's a darker blue. It's actually, looks like the same color blue that they put onto the earlier Fords too, like the 73, 74s. But like the pre-73 trucks, the 72s and olders, they didn't have this extra metal in here that to hold crap in them. And you, even in Minnesota, a 72 and older trucks, you don't see much rust in them around here, if any at all, which is nice. But this one here, she's going to need a little bit of attention if I'm going to doctor it up. And I got these whirlers there laying by the truck. I thought they looked kind of cool. I said, hey, how much for those? You can have them for free. I said, well, shit, they look nice. They look nice. Don't look too bad inside here. By the seam here, there's a little crusty, little hole right there. Little hole there, be fixed. Thought about maybe the easiest way is just to buy myself a new box. You can get the box sides with this inner piece here for about 700 bucks. And I think the floor is probably about the same price, 700 bucks. And then you got your front piece. Tailgate's pretty good. But I think instead of going through the process of trying to cut this floor out of it and save it to put new box sides on, I think I just buy the floor and the new box sides, spend a couple grand, and I'd have myself a brand new box. I better take the title with me before I forget where it's at. But there it is, guys. 77 F-150 Ranger with a factory 460 in it. And of course, one thing that's really nice about these trucks, they got the twin I-beam suspension, which is one of the smoothest riding trucks that anybody has ever made. Ford, Chevy, anybody, in my opinion. And if you look onto the internet, it's probably more than my opinion. When these trucks came out new, they actually advertised them as being riding smooth as a car down the road. But once you get her fixed up, I don't really care for these hubcaps. I just don't know what they're from, but I'll show you here the hubcap I like. Right here. This is my favorite Ford hubcap. This is what it was on, I think, my grandpa's 74. Kind of a sporty looking one. I like it. We got Chevy underneath. We got a Dodge over here. And then we got a little Red Ryder. I think we even got a little Red Ryder wagon underneath there. That's a Murray. Okay, now we're getting off track here, boys. Because we even got, oops, I busted it. This is Avon. This is my grandma's. Avon Deep Wool. It kind of had a little smell to it, so I sat it outside here in the little wagon. Get it out of here. This was mine when I was a little kid. Oops, it's coming apart. It's a Tonka roller. Back from the, I don't know if it was the 70s, maybe even the late 60s. Okay, but anyway. That's it, guys. Talking about the 1977 F-150 Ford with the 460. Adios, amigos.